What's going on, guys? So we are back for another video, and before we start this video, let's just talk about one thing, and that is the giveaway at 10K. And as you can see here, what you have the chance of winning is one of 5 different tanks, a 10-gallon starter tank, a 5.5-gallon starter tank, 2 3.5-gallon starter tanks, or a 2.5-gallon starter tank. Alright guys, so this is the final opportunity for you guys to enter the giveaway at 10K. So I will be releasing another video this week, which will release the winner, so I'm giving you one last opportunity, and that is during this video right here. If you want another opportunity to win, all you have to do, if you follow me on Insta or Facebook, simply subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so, like this video, follow me on Insta, and links for everything will be in the description. And then simply comment below. What I would like to know is, what is the one thing you asked for Christmas that you hope that you get more than anything? Now, if you do not have Instagram and you do not have Facebook, then all you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and then I'd like you to comment below as well and just let me know what one gift you've asked for that you hope that you get. And hey, this goes for everybody. If you are at an age where you're buying your own gifts, that's okay. Let me know what it is that you want to buy yourself. I'll share with you what my kids have asked for. So my oldest daughter, Madeline, she has asked, well, at least the one thing that she really wants is she wants a specific necklace from Tiffany. Emma, who's my younger daughter, has asked for a Dean Lewis hoodie because she is straight up in love with Dean Lewis. And then little old Max Robert, that dude wants everything he sees. So I'm not really sure. I think he really truly wants like an electric scooter. But like I said, everybody comment below. Let me know that one gift that you really want and you hope you get more than anything. So anyway, now that is your final opportunity to enter the giveaway. Once again, I'm going to do another video this week, so I will be releasing those this week, and I'm hoping that I can get these tanks mailed out prior to Christmas. Now, I will give you more detail about it later on, kind of give you the gist. So if you win this, and by entering you agree that if you win, that you have to shoot a small segment of video. It can be up to a minute. You don't have to do any more than that. Just a small video. And you can say anything you want, really. You can give thanks for winning. You can talk about what you're gonna put in it. It really does not matter as long as it has something to do with you winning, what you got, and you know what you plan to do with it. That's it. So, but we'll talk about more of that once we release the winners and things of that nature. So anyway, on to today's video. What we're going to be doing today is we are actually going to be relocating the guppy breeding tank into an actual 10-gallon aquarium. I don't have a whole lot of guppies in there as far as baby guppies at the moment. I have taken out the guppy grass to keep them from breeding more at this point right now. Now granted, they still are breeding and there are babies that are in there, but they're not nearly as plentiful. That is partially because I took a good bit of them and I actually gave them to Christian, which is Brenton's friend. I'm sure you've seen on his videos. So he has taken some of those guppies and he has moved those into one of his tanks. Now we're gonna move this into an actual glass aquarium with a filtration system, and we're going to put some floating plants and things in there with a nice light, and we're just gonna let them breed in there and live happily ever after in that tank. One of the big box stores was actually having a $1 per gallon sale, and I picked up this 10-gallon as well as actually a lot of tanks. 10 gallons, the 29-gallon that has the tetras and such in it. But this tank right here has always been meant to move the guppies in. I have a bucket of sand substrate that has been cleaned and is ready to go here. I have a 20-gallon top fin 3-stage filtration system that will go into well actually it's a 10 to 20 gallon. I particularly bought this one because it has an adjustable flow rate and I can get the flow rate pretty low on this. So this will work perfect in that particular tank for baby guppies. So we're gonna get that into the tank. We're gonna get the substrate into the tank. And we'll probably head over to Aqua Studios at some point today and pick up some floating plants. Yeah, so let's get this tank together. Okay, we have the sand in, and there's some that's left in this 5-gallon bucket that we will actually get out when I fill this with water here shortly. So like I said, this is a top fin PF20 power filter. It's nothing major. It is a fairly decent filter actually. For the price of it, I paid less than $10 for this during one of the big box stores Black Friday sales. So for the price, definitely a good filter. It's nice. It does have an adjustable intake on it, so you can adjust it to where you need it. So let's place this in here. Look at that. Perfect. Everything looks good there. Let's get this thing up on the shelf. Okay, so we have the filter in place. I have ran the electrical. I need to rinse this filter pad out to get the excess carbon off of it. I actually have one of these filters in the 100-gallon as a secondary filtration, just simply for water movement and things of that nature. And like I said, these things actually work really well. Now granted, the one that's in there is a PF75, which is a 75 to 90-gallon filter, but it works in conjunction with a secondary filter. I plan on putting a canister filter on that 100-gallon soon, but for right now I have the 75 to 90 gallon of this top fin, and it works really, really well. So I've been very pleased with it. So substrate's in, filter's in. I've ran the electrical back through this tank stand. All we need to do now is get some water in it. So let's do that. And actually, before I put water in it, I needed to move the heater, which I have done. I've also ran that electrical, so now we're gonna get some water in it. I need to make sure that I maintain the correct temperature for this particular tank because it is very cold in Texas right now, and that tank is at about 77 degrees that they're currently in. So we wanna make sure that we maintain that temperature. So let's get the water in. Alright guys, so I have the filter set up, I have the heater in there, all the substrate, the water. I have not cycled this tank yet, just so you know. Completely uncycled. I have not used any type of product in it other than just some Fritz Complete to dechlorinate the water. We're going to cycle this here shortly. I got to go pick up a bottle of Fritz Turbo Start and some plants from Aqua Studios, and then we will get this thing cycled. But for now, let's go ahead and get the filter going, and we will go from there. Alright guys, so this water is kind of cloudy at the moment because I've been messing around in there. I actually did not go and get plants like I said I was going to. I took some plants out of the Blackwater tank, and you can't even tell. So I took some of this red rotala. As you see, some wisteria. There is some cornwort as well as some frog bit in here. There are plenty of places for the baby guppies to hide. I tried to clean this off as good as possible because I have so many snails in the Blackwater tank, but I didn't get them all off, but I've gotten most of them off. So I will definitely be getting an assassin snail for this tank to make sure that I don't have snails overrunning this thing. Water temperature is really nice. It's a nice warm 75 degrees. And now I just need to grab some Turbo Start and cycle this thing. Also, if you notice up here, I actually have a light up here as well. I bought this off Amazon, and this is the brand of lights that I use for everything, which is Nicru brand. Light for a 10-gallon tank is like $26, 7,000 Kelvin in temperature, which is color temperature, which is what you really want for plant growth. So this thing is great for $26 if you need one. I have one on this tank. That's what's been on this tank that's grown all of this. That is what is on the turtle tank. That's what's on the 100-gallon. And pretty much every tank in here has one of these, and it's a great light for 26 bucks. So if you need a light, definitely check it out. All right, guys, ran over to Aqua Studios and picked up a bottle of Fritz Turbo Start. This is a 1-ounce bottle, so 1 ounces will do up to 50 gallons. So 1/5 of this bottle is all I need. So we'll go ahead and get this in there, get this tank cycled so we can get these fish in here. The water is nice and warm. It's about 75 degrees, so everything is good. Like I said, I just need to get some fish in here so the nitrogen cycle can actually start. So one of the things about Fritz Turbo Start is you definitely want to make sure you go ahead and add fish immediately. And if you decide that you're going to go ahead and run through cycling your tank even after adding this, it is a requirement that you ghost feed your tank. And the reason for that is simple, and that is because this bottle contains live nitrifying bacteria. In order for it to be nitrifying, it has to actually consume ammonia. Without fish in here or some sort of ghost feedings, there's no ammonia in this tank. Therefore, this bacteria will just die. Also, it's required to be stored in the refrigerator. I've had a lot of questions about where you can buy this. The easiest and best place to buy this is one of two things. You can either go to the Fritz website and there is a store locator on there, but really the easiest is just order it on Amazon. They sell it on Amazon. When you order the Turbo Start that's refrigerated, it actually comes in a refrigerated package. All right, well, everything is ready in this tank. Let's go ahead and get some guppies in here and see what happens. The first male guppy is in. He is a cobra guppy, an orange cobra guppy. So unfortunately, I have one female guppy here who has the scoliosis. Let's see if we can get her to turn sideways. Yeah, there she is. Look at how pretty. So this is the guppies that are left after I gave a handful of them to Christian. But for now, let's hand feed the Oscar. He loves crickets, so we're gonna hand feed him some crickets real quick. So check this out. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps up the video for today. Let's take a look at all the tanks before we go though. Alright, well we have the Blackwater tank here with the Paradise Betta, all of the neon tetras, and the thousands of pest snails that I have still yet to get rid of. We have, as you just saw in this video, now this is actually being recorded the day after, but all of the beautiful little guppies are alive and well. The one here with the crooked back is also doing well, but she is definitely crooked. We have the little side neck and all of the neons back here. I saw the snail earlier today. It was all up under this rock here, but it's gone now. We have the glow tetra. We have the original betta here, and look how pretty he is. He's waiting for some food. And then of course, the pond. Now right now there is not a whole lot of activity in this pond, and that's just simply because of the fact that I just turned the lights on in here and all the fish are up under the rocks. Now let's go take a look at the 100-gallon. Alright, we have the 100-gallon here. All of the angelfish are looking good. Old Zeckley's over here and Mr. Pleco, the OGs. We got the yo-yo loaches out and all the Cory catfish. We have the Serpe tetra, Buenos Aires tetra, the Bala shark. We got the little pleco that's in here now, and then there is a bumblebee catfish that's in here as well, but that dude always stays up behind the background and I can never get him out. So let's take a look at the new tetra tank. Alright, here is the other tank, which we have all the neons, we have the rasboras. Also what we have in here is we have some plants growing out of the rock. And if you notice that, what that is actually Micranthium Monte Carlo, which is this here. And this is actually a foreground plant that will actually be planted in here and take over this substrate completely on the bottom. I have a total of 4 containers of this. We're going to totally plant this in the bottom. I may place a CO2 system in here if necessary. We just have to figure out. I placed this little bit in here to start just to see if it would grow, and it's already actually sprouted out and started to come out of the rock, so that's good. So we're gonna get that planted in another video. All right, well hopefully you guys enjoyed that video today, and if you haven't followed me on Instagram or you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do that now. And once again, I'll be putting out another video this week that will release the 5 winners of the 5 tanks for the giveaway at 10K. So once again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hey, we will see you next time.